Snow is falling all around us. Pumpkins singing, having fun. Hi guys and ghouls, so I have a Killstar haul. This is an old Killstar haul. I have had this Killstar clothing for about 2 months now, and it's been sat on, well, it's been hung on some hangers waiting for me to show you them, and finally I have got around to doing this. I am going to segregate them into 2 videos, so I'll have like one maxi dress video because I've got 2 maxi dresses from Killstar, and I have this dress video. This is a dress video. So basically, as always, I am completely obsessed with Killstar. I have been buying Killstar for about 5 years. I know that Killstar is relatively expensive, but where else can you buy cat glasses with bats and stars on? So just saying. Anyway, I love Killstar. I do treat myself every so often to something from Killstar. I'm a massive sucker for their dresses. I absolutely love Killstar dresses, and to be honest, whenever I have a spare like £50–60, the first thing I do is go through Killstar and see if there's any dresses that I would like to own. Back in the day, they used to only like release new clothing kind of seasonally, and it would only be a couple of things at a time, but definitely in the last couple of years it seems to be a little bit more frequent. We seem to see quite a lot of like new clothing popping up, and that's definitely not a bad thing for choice, but it is a bad thing for my bank account because I always seem to find new things that I like. I like my clothing to be like spooky and gothic because like ultimately I'm just like smushing myself between gothic fashion and Halloween enthusiasts, and I'm just like somewhere like here, just a smush of both of them. But they do sell things for people that are very like extreme gothic, and then also people that just kind of are looking for a black dress. So they do have a really nice variety, and I think I kind of sit in the middle of what they sell. I don't really tend to buy their kind of plain black dresses because I think like I can just buy those anywhere, but on the flip side, I'm not really drawn to any of like the dresses which have maybe like pictures of Satan on, or like too many inverted pentagrams and things, so kind of just like stick in the middle. And like for example, this is a dress that was from Killstar. I love the kind of classic look of it with the collar kind of thing going on and the velvet, but I love this little kind of patch of spiderweb. I think it just adds that kind of spooky vibe, and I actually have done a whole video about this dress. I think it's called like the Creep Doll dress or something like that, so I will leave a link down to a review of this dress. The reason I put this dress on today is because I have another spiderweb dress to show you from Killstar. I am kind of like 80% sure that these came out around the same time because the actual material that they've used for both of these are exactly the same. Let me see if I can find a slightly better piece. So as you can see, this is the material of the dress I'm about to show you, and as you can see, they are very, very similar. So anyway, today we are going for spiderwebs. I love spiderweb lace. I have got one spiderweb dress from EMP. Again, I will leave that down below, especially for any of you that are maybe working on a budget. I feel you. I bought my EMP dress I think for under £20, and it is full spiderweb lace. It is gorgeous. I love it so much. It's one of my favourite dresses, so I will leave a link down to that below as well. It is a relatively old haul, so please excuse my makeup, but yes, I will leave that down below because it's still for sale, and I still stand by the fact that it is amazing quality, probably the same kind of quality as Killstar, but definitely for half the price. So this dress I have been looking at for a really long time. So the dress I'm going to show you today is called the Casket Cutie dress. It is just available on their website and I have been eyeing up for a really long time. It retails at £35, which I think is very cheap for Killstar. Usually their dresses kind of range from £35 upwards. I have very easily paid £50 for some of my Killstar dresses, so I'm kind of thinking that £35 is on the cheaper side. I'm not sure if potentially that's gone down in price since I bought it, but I seem to remember I bought it on a sale, so I have a feeling I paid £24 for it, but I may be wrong because I did buy it quite a long time ago. I did buy this within the Christmas season. I bought it as a Christmas dress. I bought about 50 dresses for Christmas because I couldn't decide what I wanted to wear, and this was one of them which I ended up actually wearing on Christmas Eve. Now, they do sell this dress from a size extra small to a size XXL. I am bam in the middle and I bought a size large. It does have a little kind of blurb about it, so as always I will read you what it says. It says, "She understood her attraction to the darkness since the first time she heard Itsy Bitsy Spider many moons ago. Custom spiderweb lace / fishnet lace, decorative buttons, low neckline, angel sleeves, fully lined and fitted. You often get caught comparing the cuteness of spiders with kittens, and you're certainly never been afraid of lifting every old book in the library for the perfect spell. Strange and unusual are pretty much your middle names. The Casket Cutie web dress channels some old school vibes with a spiderweb lace body, long angel sleeves, decorative buttons and accent trims, complete with lining, so you're all set to go with no effort at all. Looks amazing with stockings and a statement choker." So that gives you like baseline information, what you would see if you were on the shop. But I want to talk to you about a few different details because obviously I actually have it in person. We're not looking at it on the shop. So the reason it took me so long to buy this dress is I was super unsure about the sleeves. I do not own any clothing other than this with these, I think, are they called bell sleeves, did it just say? Which are sleeves that have these lovely like Morticia Adams-esque excess fabric. So I don't own any clothing with this. I know a lot of Killstar dresses do have these sleeves, and every time I look at them all I can think of is washing up. I don't really do any washing up because we have a dishwasher, but I always think like when you're washing up surely that will go in like the washing up liquid. But anyway, put off about that for a really long time. But other than that, I loved the actual style of the dress. I thought the rest of it was beautiful. It was just the sleeves that were putting me off. I know probably the sleeves are a selling point for some people who love this style. So I bought it in the sale, as I said, and I was planning to cut the sleeves around here to make them 3/4 lengths, and then I wouldn't have all this like excess fabric. But quite honestly, when I got it and put it on, I was like, actually I'm feeling these sleeves, like swooshing them around thinking I was like something else. And then I wore them to a party and it did kind of give my dress a little bit more something. Like when I wear this is like an everyday dress for me, so if I wore this to a party I would feel relatively underdressed, but having those like trailing sleeves just like jazzes anything up. The only negative to these sleeves which I've found, well, I guess there was two negatives, but I've solved one of them. The first one was I was Christmas Eve reaching to dip my breadstick in some dip, and my sleeve went straight in the dip, so it does take a little while to sort them out. But what I have worked out is you can literally just tuck the excess fabric like up your sleeve like you would do a tissue, and it does give like this big bobbled thing, but if you are doing anything where you particularly need them out of the way, they are quite quick to hide. The main like actual negative to these is that you can't really wear anything on top. I'm a massive sucker for wearing like coats and cardigans, especially when I'm going somewhere. My arms are probably one of my most like body insecurity parts of my body, and I do like to cover up with like cardigans, and also it's cold so it's England, come on now. So the only thing is you can't really wear these sleeves with a cardigan. They do have fabric that goes all the way down the arm, so your arm is kept pretty warm, but if you did want to wear a cardigan, your cardigan would stop here and you just have like a little tassel coming out. So it's completely up to how you style it. I'm sure with some things it would work really well. I can think of a really good solution of this, which would be to wear a velvet cape, but unfortunately I don't own a velvet cape, so if anyone knows where I can get a velvet cape I would really like to know because I really want one. Anyway, back to the dress. So that was the reason why I didn't buy this dress to begin with, but the more I looked at it, the more I loved it, and in the end when it was in the sale I was like, yo, I'm just gonna get it, and I'm so pleased I did, because honestly it's one of my favorite dresses. I haven't cut the sleeves off, and I am like really considering buying a second one so I can cut the sleeves off the second one and have that as a daily dress, and then keep these sleeves like super fancy to wear as like a special occasion dress. But the other half of me is thinking it's another £35 spent on clothing, and I own so many dresses which I hardly ever wear because Monday to Friday I have to wear jeans and a jumper, so I haven't quite decided on that one yet. But let's show you this dress in a little bit more detail, because the details are beautiful. So they do have really long sleeves, as you can see, and they do have that longer part that I was talking about. It has been finished off around the edge with some regular lace, and then the rest of it is this spiderweb lace, which is gorgeous, and it is all very nicely finished off. There are no pulls. The rest of the dress does have lining, so the only kind of see-through part, so the only bit that looks like this is the arms. The rest has got double layer, but you can still see the spiderweb. I'm not sure how well it will show up. I think actually it's showing up relatively well, but you can see the spiderweb. It just does have a black layer of fabric behind, and then it does have this kind of I guess a bit like the actual dark like black velvet part of this dress is like a swooped neckline. It's somewhat similar, probably slightly higher, and round the neckline it does have these kind of like they're not like frills, it's just sort of like a bumpy, almost like lace kind of bumps, basically, you know what I mean. Then inside we do have the label that says Killstar. As I said, I bought mine in a size large, and on the back of this label they always say different things. It says there will always be someone who can't see your worth, don't let it be you, which is really cute. I love their little inspirational quotes. I always read them before I put the dresses on. Down the center of the dress it does have statement buttons. These buttons have no actual function, but I think they look cute, and there is a little bit of ruching as well, which is really handy if, like me, you are slightly larger on your top half. It just creates a really flattering look. Now this dress is kind of in a baby doll style. I have so many dresses, this one included. Actually I think this dress must be very similar in cut, because it does have like the statement buttons down the front, and then it comes in like under the bust. So this is exactly the same. Statement buttons down the front. I do also have a bat one in this style as well, and then it cinches in underneath, as you can see. I personally love skater dresses, so this isn't quite a skater dress, but it still has that kind of style going on. The only thing is it doesn't quite flare out as much, and then as you get down to the bottom of the dress it does cinch in again, and then you have this like frilled bottom. So all of the dress is in this same like material. It is all this like spiderweb lace, and then it does have the little lace round the top of it, and then the inside material is gorgeous and very soft. It is this kind of shiny black material, so you don't actually see this like flat out. It is covered in the lace, but just so you know, this is what it looks like on like the inside part. So let's see if I can hold it up. So this is where like it would be underneath your bust, and then you just have this kind of slip, so this will hide your modesty. This is, I guess, more of a skater style cut. It is very silky, it is very soft, and then when you actually pull the lace down you can see that it does sort of cover up on the inside. Now let me just check. Yeah, that's what I thought. So this slip does come down to pretty much the same like length as the lace. The lace is probably just slightly longer, so you'll probably just see the lace coming out on the bottom. The back is again just plain lace, and it's very simple. Now there are no zips or clasps or anything for these dresses. This one I'm wearing here does have like a button at the back, just so you can get your head through this like tighter part where the collar is, but this one is just a slip over the headdress, which is always my favorite. I do find with the button ones my hair gets kind of caught in them, which is really annoying, and sometimes they come undone, but this one's super easy. It is just a slip on. There's no like worrying with zips, and there's also, to be honest, quite a lot of stretch. Like I am a size large, and this is definitely true to size. This dress I'm wearing at the moment is a size medium. It is probably 5% tighter than I would like it to be, but it does still have a lot of stretch. So I do find with Killstar dresses you can size down and sometimes be okay. It is a little bit of hit and miss, but with stretchy material you can size down. Sizing up, again, I think with stretchy material would be fine because they do have that really rigid structure, but some dresses I have got in a size extra large that are stretchy. I've got some velvet ones in an extra large from Killstar. They look horrible on me. So it's just really quite hit and miss. I find they are generally true to size. If you get your size, you're usually okay. As someone, as I said, who has a larger upper half, this dress definitely caters for that. I feel nice and secure in there and I'm not showing off too much skin, and it's also a really nice length. It's long enough to kind of cover everything, but not so long that it's like an awkward length, and it's not so short that I'm showing off my underwear. So yeah, I'm really pleased with this dress, and generally it is now one of my favorite Killstar dresses. As for styling this dress, as I said, I can't really wear it with a cardigan, which makes it quite difficult, but I think maybe with, and I also feel like with fishnet stockings there may be a bit too much like lacy stuff going on. That's completely up to like your personal preference, but I'd probably wear this either with plain black tights or just bare legs, and then like boots or something along those lines. So I will insert some clips now of how they look like on me, just for kind of general knowledge. I am a size large, as I've said. In UK sizing I buy clothes which are size 12 to 14, and I am 5'4", so that would just give you some idea of proportions, but I'm happy to answer any questions as always if you do have any regarding sizing. So that is the, oh god, I forgot what it's called already. So that was the Casket Cutie web dress. I absolutely love this dress and I definitely feel like it is worth every single penny that I paid for it. I am so excited to kind of wear this in more formal occasions, and just generally I am so pleased with the quality. So as always, I will leave all the links that you need to down below. I'm pretty sure that Killstar do ship worldwide, but if you are living in America, I know that Dolls Kill do also stock Killstar, so it may be a slightly cheaper option for you rather than paying shipping all the way from England. So thank you very much for watching. If you do have any questions, comments, please do leave them down below. If it's sunny where you are, I hope you're enjoying the shade, and I'll see you next time. Bye!